A traveler is 40 times more likely to die in a crash involving a train than in a crash with another car. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana, news reporter Jeff Jackson decides to do a story on this very topic. While shooting his story, he takes a ride on a train. What happens next drives home his point about the dangers of railroad crossings in a way he never could have imagined.
What we wanted to accomplish was to bring some awareness to the public of the percentage and the rates of car and train collisions in Louisiana. And for me, it was shocking because you see this all the time on videos and other stories, but you never think that you're going to be in the middle of it.
Betsy Williams was riding the train with Jeff Jackson when the collision occurred.
At the time, we were just going through. I was taking the news crew through to see what drivers were, what behavior they had at the railroad crossing.
Like this semi-driver who swerves out of his lane to avoid the crossing barrier. Ironically, Betsy is with Operation Lifesaver, a group that advocates more education about car and railroad collisions. In this case, even after the car slams into the locomotive, the train can't stop.
It takes those trains a long time to stop. They just don't stop on the button, you know.
With every foot the mangled vehicle is propelled forward, the odds of the driver's survival grow slimmer. This looks like an accident no one could possibly live through. But incredibly, the driver suffers only a few cuts and still feels feisty enough to throw a temper tantrum.
He just kind of went into a tantrum, you know. I guess he was still in shock as much as he was angry, you know.
One look at this mutilated sedan shows how easily this story might have had a tragic ending.
The impact, fortunately for him, came on the passenger side. He was headed westbound. Had he been headed eastbound and the impact occurred on the driver's side, he probably would have sustained much more serious injuries or perhaps even been killed.
At the very least, this driver sustained the scare of a lifetime.
He probably felt very terrified. Because first of all, not knowing when the train was going to be able to stop, probably wondering, is this car going to flip over? And would this train be running over the car? So I would imagine he was very, very scared at the time.
Like many other motorists who collide with trains, this man was in a hurry. This impatient motorist was lucky to survive, but other daredevil drivers won't be so fortunate.
It's not the best decision to make, to try to beat a train, because even if it's a tie, you lose.